What are you worried about today? You worried about Australia and the wildfires? Are you worried about crime in your neighborhood? Are you worried about the presidency? Are you worried about World War III? What are you worried about? Are you worried about something that might happen? You're wasting your time. I used to worry about everything. I worried I was going to get fired. I was going to lose my job. I wasn't good enough. People didn't like me. My boyfriend was going to leave me. I obsessed about everything. I worried about everything. And most of the things I worried about didn't happen. Some of them did. I eventually did lose my parents, but I worried for 30 years about losing my parents. Waste of time. Most of the things that I worried about didn't happen. What did happen that I worried about, eventually things do happen that you might worry about. But I survived it, got through it. There was no point in wasting all that time worrying. Why do we worry? Does it serve a purpose? Well, it serves a purpose if you're worried about finances, for example. It's a message. It's telling you something. You have to ask yourself, why am I worried about this? And what can I do about it? If you can't do anything about it, you need to find a way to ease your worry. And we'll talk about that. If you can do something about it, put yourself on a budget. Think about what can I do if I'm worried about finances? Maybe it's time to ask for a raise. Look for a higher paying job. Tighten down your budget. What can you ease up on spending? Can you sell anything? Find something that you can do about that. There are solutions. When we obsess about worry, like I used to do, it's usually because we feel like we don't have any control over the situation. We don't have any control over a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. I felt powerless in my life. So I worried about everything because what am I going to do about it? I'll just worry about it because I can't change anything. I don't have any control or power over it. I know that now. Now I understand that I do have a lot of control over what happens in my life. And I have a lot of choices. And I don't have to worry. Worry comes up. It's never going to go away. But I don't obsess about it. And when it does come up, there are things I can do to ease it. So I wrote some things down that I want to share with you. One of them, I do want to say this because I worried a lot about people not liking me. And sometimes they didn't like me. Oh my goodness. But one of the problems with people not liking me, not everyone's not going to like everybody, but when you're obsessively worried and you're insecure and you feel like you have no power, you give off the wrong vibes, you give off the wrong impression, and you're not very approachable. And it's not necessarily comfortable to be around somebody who worries all the time. And often I was insecure and shy, and I came across as snobbish and or standoffish, and I wasn't approachable, like I said. And so of course people aren't going to be attracted to that. But I also want to clarify that if you're concerned about what other people think about you, trust me, they're not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. They're pretty wrapped up in their own lives and their own issues and things that are going on. So there are a couple things that you can do. One of them, I have a couple meditation recommendations. Both of these are from insighttimer.com, and that's a free service. They do charge for additional courses and things on there, but most of their meditations are free. The first one is Letting Worry Go by Elliot Treves or Treves. It's Trev as in Victor ES. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. And that's a 30-minute guided meditation, guided visualization that helps you let your worries go. The other one is Throwing Out Worry by Kezia Gibbons. It's Keziah. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name. Kezia or Kezia. And that's also from Insight Timer, and that's a 6-minute meditation. And I really like that one. If you don't have a lot of time, but you need to find a way to just let your worries go for a while, it's pretty quick and easy. What else did I make notes about? Oh, another really, really, I really, really like Jenni Florence. She's on YouTube, and she does runes and card readings, and she's very, very genuine and very, very heartfelt. And I encourage you to look her up. Her YouTube channel is called AZ, as in zebra, Emotional Health. And her name again is Jenni Florence. And I love this quote. It really spoke to me. It's from reading number 3 from Pick a Card, the very first rune and card reading of 2020. You are meant to hear this today. That's the title. And it was posted on January 5th, 2020. I encourage you to check out some of her posts. Anyway, this quote is, expectation is a form of memory. Our past experiences color our expectations of future circumstances and outcomes. You are asked to release any form of negative expectations based on your past experience and center yourself in the infinite possibility of now. When you expect things to turn out the same way as they did in your past, and you're going from that past experience, oh, I worry about this because this has happened to me in the past, you're blocking the good things that can come to you in your future. You're going from past experience. You're not living in the now, and you're not creating the future that you desire. So one of the things that I do when I worry also, the other day I was really worried about my dog because he had an injury, and I wasn't sure what had happened, and I didn't know if he got stung by a scorpion or bit by a spider or what was going on. And I worried about it. So naturally I couldn't sleep. It's like, what do I do? Do I go to the emergency hospital in the middle of the night? What should I do? And I really needed a good night's sleep. So I just said out loud, I'm giving my concerns to you, to the angels, gods, whatever it is that you believe. I'm giving my concerns to you, Spirit, so I can have a restful night's sleep or concentrate on my, if it's a situation where you need to concentrate on your work, whatever your situation. In this case, I wanted a restful night's sleep. Please protect me and my loved ones in this case my dog, surround my home with protection. I give my worries to you and release them from my headspace. You can breathe them out. Just take some deep breaths and breathe them out. Release them. It's helpful to actually say it out loud. Just checking what I had down here, because I really just kind of, when I get these messages to, oh, you need to start writing about worry, or this message just comes to me, that this topic of worry, what do I need to say? What have I learned? What do I need to share? And I'll just start writing. So I've kind of just wrote crazy notes everywhere. I think I've covered it. Yes, so we know that worry does serve a purpose. It helps us identify any issues to see if we can solve them. If we can't solve them, then we need to figure out a way that works for us to release them and not obsess about them. It's not healthy if we hang on to that worry, because our body just knows that we're experiencing negative emotions. I think that's about all I wanted to say about worry. If I have more, I'll do another video. I think I covered it. So I think that's what Spirit wanted me to get across. I don't obsessively worry anymore. So you can find a way out. And I hope it helped. Have a great day, and I send all my love.